Hello and welcome on the journey, Cancer. Cancer, we're going to look ahead at the month of November 2023 and see what Spirit has to say about the current energy for you. Let's get a postcard from Spirit. Ooh. So dear Cancer, there are times you get lost but refuse to see your part in things. Happens to everyone. Something feels familiar but sort of off. If you're feeling confused, it's best to throw away that map you're using, which only lets you navigate based on your past experiences. That isn't what you need right now. Instead, take a deep breath and open to the truth. A desire to stay in denial means that part of you doesn't want to be responsible for the pattern that shows up in your life. Yes, this is the right time to wake up and start again. By the way, you will always get another chance. You have unlimited chances to start again. We love you so much, we really do. Be gentle with yourself. Coming out of denial is like being temporarily blinded by super bright lights. Allow your eyes to adjust. Carry on, special one. Ooh, a beautiful life awaits. Let's shine a little light on this, shall we, with the Sword of Light Oracle. Coming out of denial. I wonder what that is. 38. Yes, you are correct. You've listened to your inner guidance and made a wise choice. Keep moving forward. And 38 is 11, which is a master number of using your intuition. So your intuition is right about something and you have reason to celebrate. And maybe it is because you've been feeling confused and in denial about something, but you see the truth. Now, if we further break down 11 into 2, that could be about a partnership. Maybe a business partnership. Could be a romantic partnership. Could be about gaining your balance in life. Could be about your finances, money and finances too, if we think about the second house. Ooh, pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So normally I see this card as pride in terms of ego, but in this case, I'm seeing pride as in have pride in yourself. It's okay to have self-confidence. It's okay to speak up for yourself. It's okay to have these needs that need to be satisfied, and you deserve to be happy too. Well, let's find out what we have for the general message using the Gilded Tarot. I feel like you're going through an awakening right now, Cancer, and you're awakening to your purpose. And I feel that you're finding happiness in this purpose. And it's also bringing you good luck and fortune. You're trusting that all is unfolding as it's meant to unfold. And for some of you, maybe there's been a change since the lunar eclipse in Libra. And I wonder, let's find out what that energy is about. Tell me about the energy for Cancer. Ooh, the 10 of Cups. So this is a happy home. But this is also rainbow colored glasses too. And a lot of networking. We have bees here, and bees are very productive. And so maybe you've been feeling very productive, but at the same time, there's a lot of feelings here. There's a lot of feeling that you're feeling right now. And I wonder if it has to do with what's coming up with our full moon tomorrow, shockingly, amazingly, in Taurus. So second house, Taurus, and you had 11, which breaks down into a 2. So it could be connected that it's really important to keep a control of your emotions, because in general, you are an emotional person. Being a Cancer, you are very intuitive. You pick up on the feelings of other people. And at the same time, right now, there's just going to be an overwhelming flow of feelings. And I had this dream, and I'm being guided to share my dream, that there was so much water and rain happening that it was streaming across, and I felt like when I was having to walk across this stream that I would be carried away by my emotions. And so it's important to stay in control of your feelings and to keep stable, and realize right now that we're going to be going through some energy in the planets that is going to be affecting us all. And it's important that we stay in control of our feelings. There may be an Aries energy around you that is trying to control the situation and trying to maybe pull on your energies here. Ooh, 2 cards wanted to come out. Let's see what this energy is that I'm feeling. We have the Knight of Wands, the 4 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups. So again, I'm finding it very interesting, and I'm being guided to put it this way, that there's the 10 of Cups here, and the 4 and the 6 of Cups equal 10 of Cups here. So it's almost 2 sides of yourself that you may be feeling like you're vacillating between. And the Knight of Wands energy is action. There's this action and reaction kind of energy that you're feeling. And maybe what the Emperor coming out here is that Aries energy is Mars energy. So there's that want and need. You feel almost like you want to fight. You're fighting these emotions. And the emotions you're fighting are that you're not happy sometimes about the way things have turned out. There are things that you've gone through that have been very difficult for you to deal with. And maybe at this time, maybe there are some emotions coming up from the past and things that you're thinking about and feeling, but it's just too much and too overwhelming for you. There's that need to make a decision maybe for some of you, and you're maybe not able to make that decision because you're too in your feelings about it. Could be to do with a past love. Tell me more. Tell me more. What is the obstacle? What is the obstacle here for Cancer? Ooh, the 4 of Swords, that you need to get some rest, and that your stability right now is fundamental to you right now, to your healing. It's almost as if you're taking a moment to really think about the pain that you've been through, and you're feeling it, but you might be wanting to lay it to rest because you're done feeling this way of maybe feeling like you wanted things a certain way, but it didn't go that way. Instead, it has led to a different path, And you're thinking back, maybe your children have grown up for some of you, and you're thinking about how you wish you could have done things differently, how there was a lot of fighting along the way with a partner, perhaps, for some of you. For others of you, you're thinking about your own childhood and how maybe some of you were quite timid and didn't really live the way you wanted to live. You lived by other people's rules. What is the energy coming up? There's this need to ground yourself here. Stability with the fours. Or angels are saying, get out into nature to tell people, no, I need to rest. I have to take some time for myself right now, because again, I feel like there's something to do with denial in here. Denial and weakness. You're denying that you allow other people to dominate you. Or you like to dominate other people. Who knows? Whatever side you feel on that one. 7 of Cups and 3 of Cups. So you've got a choice to make here. You've got a lot of options to have fun and to go out with friends. You have a lot of friends. But I don't know, there's a part of me that feels you're not really satisfied with the way things are. And maybe there's a lot of drinking involved too. And how very interesting that the 7 of Cups and the 3 of Cups yet again came out as a combination of 10, 10, 10. So when I think of 10, it's the end of a cycle. It's kind of burning itself out. You're burnt out, perhaps. And it's just not fulfilling you anymore. Let's find out what the message of healing is. Be hopeful, Cancer, here. Be hopeful. You're going through some kind of transformation and you're shedding the old, and it's almost like you're having to go into this cocoon, and your body and your whole physical being is changing, and you're going through metamorphosis. So have faith. The angels want you to know that it's possible. Miracles are possible. There's something that's going to be happening. And I'm not sure what it is, but it may be the end of a transformation for you, or a new transformation. And it could be in love for you as well, or maybe a new home. Or something comes to light and there's an exposure that happens in this. Maybe you've been denying something, but it comes to the surface anyway. And it's there to help you to go through this huge change. And I was just drawn to look at the bottom of the deck, and there's sobriety. And that actually makes a lot of sense, because we have friends and partying. We have lots of cups here, lots of cups. And that's the thing, is that when alcohol is consumed, and I know from my past, is that it is a very numbing. You're numbing those feelings, but it really doesn't ultimately deal with those feelings, because they're still there. And then you drink to numb them even more. And it's just this perpetual cycle of just not feeling. It's kind of an apathetic, depressive cycle. And alcohol is a depressant. That message is in there for somebody. Let's look at an Angels of Abundance message for you and find out. Tell me what other message you have for Cancer for the month of November. What is the advice for Cancer? Ooh, 2 cards. Face your financial fears and savings. So yeah, so when I got that message about second house being of money and finances of Taurus. I also feel like for you, this really does have to do with money here. So when you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness. And you'll realize that in fact, you have nothing to fear. And that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. And there are two children here. There are two children here, a boy and a girl. So maybe your children have grown up, or maybe you're worried that you're going to have enough money to support your children in some way here. As you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. So the life purpose keeps coming out here for me, and finding your finding your unhappiness. So maybe finding the cause of your unhappiness so that you can heal that and come out of denial of what's really going on that's causing this in the situation. Have faith. Well, it's a fascinating reading. I'm not quite sure what this 10 of Cups theme is for you, but it's a lot of cups, and it's the end of a cycle, or it's the beginning of a new cycle. And for some of you, that the new home makes sense to move. You might be moving, and also maybe wanting to take it to the next step with somebody, to meet somebody, to have love in your life again. Well, until we meet again on the journey, Cancer, thank you for showing up, being here in resonance. Take care of yourself. Bye.